my name is Warren Kaladi. This is my internship experience.
I need your love, I need your time. When everything's wrong, you make it right. I feel so high, I come alive. I need to be free with you tonight. I need your love. I need your love.
Okay, so here's how we clean up the room after a regular checkup. I take the tray cover with everything inside and throw that out. I grab the Cavicide, special chemical, and spray it, and this kills about all the germs. And then I just wipe it down with a towel. Now with another towel, I wipe down the bands. These bands are actually placed on the brackets. I wipe it down after I spray Cavicide, put it back in the drawer, and wipe the counter. I move the chair back to the resting position, and I remove the head cover because that was used by someone else. I grab a new tray cover, a new head cover, and place them on. So here's pretty much my point of view whenever I'm cleaning the utensils, and not the utensils, the room, when I'm cleaning the room. So I take the utensils, we put them in this box, which is taken to the sterilization room. I take the tray cover, throw it out in the garbage, take the head cover, throw that out, and then I grab the Cavicide, which I spray. This is the disinfectant. Okay. I wipe it down, make sure there's nothing left, and this Cavicide cleans everything, so there's no problem spraying it, just that. Alright, we take out the head cover, tray cover, and after the really gross procedures, they have me clean the rooms. So this is a one of the little cups that we put the spit in. I'm in charge of that. Pretty gross. Thank God for the gloves. So yeah, we just sterilize that after it's used. Put that on. Now this is what we do with the tools after they're used, the utensils. We take them to the sterilization room and put them in this special purple liquid, which is a liquid sterilization. And then this is us taking it. Alright, here, this is how we sterilize the utensils. We have to separate the utensils into different groups. These thin ones, well, these aren't the thin ones, these are the handled ones. The handled ones we have to place inside of a bag, and these bags can be heated to very high temperatures. So after we wash them and put them inside of the special liquid that takes off all the germs, we throw them in these bags, and then we close up each bag one by one, which is pretty time consuming. And also there are those solid utensils without a handle you saw before. You can see one right under there. Those don't get placed in bags. Those can actually just be thrown into the clave. The clave is a machine which you'll see right about now. There's a clave. So it can be heated to very high temperatures. It basically completely sterilizes after the liquid sterilization. Completely sterilizes the utensils. So here I'm taking out the old utensils that were just cleaned, sanitized, sterilized. My bad, sterilized. All right, and then we take the old utensils that were just used, and we put them into these trays. There are those non-handled utensils I was talking about. So we place them into the clave. We have 3 trays for the clave, so they all don't have the same amount of room, and different objects go in different levels. So they're all placed. Now we have to fill it up with distilled water, so it has a hose attached to the back of it. So here it is, filling up with distilled water automatically. Once it reaches a certain level, I turn off the water, and now it starts heating right away. I gotta close it up, close it tight because it uses pressure to clean the stuff, the utensils, and it's ready to go.
Okay, so this is just one of the 3 walls we have of teeth. These are the molds of the teeth. We take about 10 molds a week, so we actually have a lot of molds. So sometimes some retainers don't fit people, so we have to reshape them. Over here we grab a Dremel and we sand it down a bit so it would fit. So here we just sand a little bit and then place the Dremel back, gloves off, you always gotta grab your gloves, and that's it. Now with this air blower and water shooter, it has to be replaced every single time we use it. So we put the piece on and place a cover on and just place it back where it goes. Okay, after we use the suction, we have to replace it. We can't use it again, so what we do is we grab the suction hose and place a rubber thingy in it. I call it the rubber thingy. We have to put a piece of plastic on it to keep it sanitary from the surrounding. So we place one of those on it, and the suction has a swirl, so it's pretty hard to push through, so you just gotta stick it from outside the plastic, and we keep the suction on at all times. So sometimes we'll have to send some of the patients letters in the mail. So since I'm the intern, they have me do it in the lab. So I fold up the paper, grab an envelope, and make sure it's facing the right way, and get a paper cut.
After packaging all those envelopes, I gotta mail them. Luckily, we have a mailbox right down at the corner of the by the office, so throw them in there, nice and easy. Probably my favorite part of the job. Okay, so these are old X-ray packets. They're from around the late 80s. The earliest ones are the early 2000s. This was before X-rays were done on the computer, so we don't actually need these anymore because these patients finish their procedures. But we can't throw away these X-rays because they have harmful chemicals inside of them. So we have to dispose of them properly. So they have me remove them from these plastics that give paper cuts, and yeah, that's my job. Here's our X-ray machine in the office. We use this one to take full head images, and we have one right next to it to take profile images to check out a person's bite. Now you see it rotates all the way around the patient's head, taking a full X-ray from the front, behind, and sides. And we have the patient wear a lead vest because of the high radiation that's given off by the machine.
Ba-da-ba.